guys, it's Joshua Reviews. We're finally done with the sequel, or we're finally done with the Silent Night, Deadly Night sequels. Before we move on to the latest remake or latest entry in the franchise. So, without wasting any other time, Silent Night, Deadly Night 5, The Toy Maker. So, I remember when I was watching this franchise back in 2017 or 2018, I can't remember, it's one of those years, you pick and choose. When I got to part 5, I wasn't looking forward to it. I just got done watching 4, and I remember thinking that, wow, that was not that good. And even revisiting this franchise, yeah, I still was kind of like, But when I saw 5 back, whatever, for the first time, I was blown away at how batshit it was. And I'm happy to say, it still is batshit, as I remember. And I love it. Let's get into it. So, Silent Night, Deadly Night 5 ignores all the other sequels. Again, this is kind of the point of the franchise where it just becomes an anthology for some reason. I have no clue. On the one hand, cool. It's a very interesting hypothetical to say, what if Halloween became an anthology series and every different sequel or every entry was a different story centered around the Halloween theme, that would be cool, right? And that's kind of what they start to do here. But the problem is, we were already 3 movies in with the Santa Killer. 4 was just a weird bug cult thing. So 5 was just kind of, it just kind of feels like another one of those, why'd you feel the need to do that, But I digress. 5, The Toy Maker. So, okay. First off, I want to start off with this. If you guys aren't aware, the first movie had some controversy when it came out, which by today's standards, not even a real big deal. There was some controversy on the movie because it played during the commercial played during a football game, and parents thought that it was about, they thought it was a movie about the real Santa becoming a serial killer, and they were scared their kids were going to see it, so they were protesting the movie, trying to get it pulled from theaters, and it kind of worked. And, looking back, it's like, the movie's not even that controversial by today's standards. There's way worse stuff coming out. And the reason I bring all that up is because Silent Night, Deadly Night 5, interestingly enough, stars Mickey Rooney. And you're probably thinking, okay, so what? Mickey Rooney's in it. Well, the reason I bring up the controversy is because Mickey Rooney was one of the few, he was one of the people that actually left an angry review on the original Silent Night, Deadly Night. He was one of the angry protesters attacking the movie. But apparently he was in such financial trouble that he had to star in this movie. He was accepting any role he could get himself in. I just find that hilarious, because in this movie, he is playing basically a ripoff of Joe Petto from Pinocchio. And he has a son named Pino. Get it? Pinocchio. So, okay, I'm 3 minutes into this review, 4 minutes. This movie is about this kid's stepfather dying. They receive a package on Christmas Eve, and it's this evil toy. Not Christmas Eve, it's a few weeks before Christmas. I'm sorry, but his stepdad dies, and the kid's traumatized. He's kind of catatonic. He doesn't really speak much anymore, or he becomes mute or whatever. And there are these strange killings that keep happening and appearing. And this one guy returns back from the military, and he's trying to investigate what's going on. And there's this mystery going on about these evil toys and who's making them. And Mickey Rooney's character is Joe Petto. He is supposedly the one making the toys. And so there's this mystery about who's making the killer toys, what's going on, who killed the little kid's father or stepdad or whatever. And yeah, this movie goes places. This movie goes places. So, as I said in my last two reviews, I was rewatching this franchise with a few buddies of mine, two to be specific, and they did not like this movie. In fact, they found it to be the worst in the franchise. I don't know how that's possible. I think the third one is absolutely dog shit. It's the most boring out of the franchise. But if we're talking about which one is the most like hilariously bad, it's definitely this one. Full disclosure, this is not a good movie. I want that to be said. Acting is not great. Even Mickey Rooney's not that good in the movie, I'm going to be completely honest. He has some moments where he's solid, but I think overall the tone is just kind of, it's wacky. It's a wacky movie. So I think that, Mickey Rooney in parts kind of was trying to be over the top, and it didn't work for me. Some of the acting is pretty cringe in some moments, but that kind of adds to it. But I digress. It's still an issue with the movie. The movie... The movie, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, this movie's not good, but I had a blast with it. This was so much better than 4 and 3. Oh my God, man. 3 is boring and 4 is just whatever. I couldn't get into it. I couldn't get into the whole bug thing. Plus, it had almost nothing to do with Christmas. I couldn't care for any of the characters in that movie. And while I appreciate the attempt at doing something different, it just didn't work for me. This one, I actually buy into. For one, there is kind of a killer Santa. Kind of. Mickey Rooney's character dresses up as Santa for a bit, and it's kind of cool to see. And thank God this movie actually has to do with Christmas. Evil Christmas toys. There are toys that are being thrown about. The opening kill is a robotic Santa doll toy. I don't really know what it is. It's like a ball toy or whatever. And there's like a part where there's like rocket skates. When a kid puts them on, he goes fast and he crashes into a car. It's crazy. But the point I'm trying to make here is that a lot of it has to do with Christmas. And I appreciate the hell out of that, because 4 I felt was severely lacking in that, and 3 I just felt like didn't even try, even though it had Christmas in it. 4 you could just totally cut out from the whole Christmas thing, because it really has no right to be a Christmas movie. But this one actually uses Christmas to its advantage. Like, this is a Christmas movie, and that's what I love about it. This is a Christmas movie that takes advantage of its concept with these killer toys. And I absolutely love that. Mickey Rooney in this movie easily is the best part. But the actor playing as Pino, his son, how do I even talk about Pino in this movie without spoiling it? Pino is absolutely the best part of this movie. I'll be honest, it takes a little while for the whole Pino thing to get going. But once you enter those last 20 minutes, I'm telling you, it is the most absurd, insane, batshit thing I have ever seen in a movie. I'm not fucking kidding. And I loved every minute of it. I want to spoil it, but I don't, because I want you to be surprised. All you need to know is when it happens, oh my God, you are in for a surprise. Holy shit, I loved every second of it. It was so bad shit. It was so insane. Okay. 3 was boring. 4, I feel like, had a cool idea, but just where it lacked was in its characters and where to go with its story. This one takes full advantage, and I will say this is probably the most generic script, if you get what I mean. Like, sorry if you heard that. Like, the characters in this movie are pretty basic. They're pretty bare bone. Like, they don't really scratch the surface of anything. And they do kind of make cliche, dumb choices, but honestly, they weren't, like, unlikable. I didn't mind watching them. And the thing this is what I'm talking about. I don't get the consistency of this franchise, because the characters from the third... The characters from the fourth movie are in this movie, playing themselves, like playing the characters they were in the fourth movie. But the thing I don't understand is that that movie is also being played on a television. And I'm pretty sure that Ricky's character from part 4 dies, but he's alive in this movie, and he also has the name Ricky. I don't get the connection. If anyone can explain it in the comments, or just, I don't know, no one leaves comments on these videos. But you guys have the answers, then feel free to let me know. But the characters in 4 are just kind of whatever. Here, I actually was kind of like, okay, there's something there. And I think what also helps is that there is kind of a sense of danger, whereas in the fourth movie, I just didn't really care, and there didn't really feel like any of the characters were in, like, peril. This movie, it's like killer toys. They're going to be unleashed and kill people, and people die in pretty creative ways, and the kills are pretty cool. If you were disappointed by the execution of 3 and 4, you are going to be pleasantly surprised with this one, because they take the concept and they utilize it very well. This is the rare case of this franchise where it's like they take the concept and it's well executed. So I was pleasantly surprised, and they look cool. The toys look cool and they do cool things, and I was having a good time. I was surprised with how much I was having a good time. Is it perfect? Hell no. This is not a good movie. Let me be clear with that. It's not a good movie. There's dumb, idiotic choices. The story is pretty bare bone. It's literally just a ripoff of Pinocchio. And yeah, from a technical standpoint, it's pretty basic. The acting's not that good, and the ending is so absurd that it'll either be you like it or you don't. Just plain and simple. You either like it or you don't. My friend sure as shit didn't, but I was fucking dying of laughter. It was the most insane thing I've seen in the movie, but that's exactly why I loved it. So yeah, I had a good time with this one. Is it good? No, but some of the best movies ever made, I feel like, have cheesy, dumb shit in it. And you know what? I'm down with a cheesy good time. All right, I'm down with a dumb, stupid movie. I'm gonna go ahead and give this movie a B minus. It was fun. Has issues, but I'd much rather watch this than 3 or 4. Oh my god. Anyways, guys, we're done with the sequels. Now we're going to move on to the 2025 remake. Woohoo! Excited. Rowan Campbell's going to be in it. It's Halloween. We're going to have a good time tonight. See you guys next time. Tomorrow, basically.